Hello everyone, it's finally happening. Hank, my Volkswagen ID.7 finally is getting an update, and not just him, every car with the new hardware from Software 4.0 on will get this update. Let's go through all the details, how it works and what does it include. If your company has electric cars as company cars, of course you want your employee to charge at home. It's cheaper for you and it's easier for the employee. Tronity has a software solution for you to know how much you have to pay your employee for charging at home. With the Fleet Manager you manage your employees and your cars. Tronity connects to the cars and knows exactly when the car is charging at home and how much. And then you get an easy monthly bill for your employee. If you want to know more, there's a link in the description below. Let's start with the story first. I have my Volkswagen ID.7 Pro since December of 2023. The ID.7 came on the market, I think in September, October of 2023. And since then, I didn't get one update. I got one bug fix because when the car came out, there was a problem with the ID light that it drains the 12-volt battery, and I got this installed at the workshop, and that's it. The car says 4.0. The newest version, when you get a new Volkswagen ID, you get 5.6, and there's way more features in this software, way more things that you can do, but I'm still in 4.0, and a lot of other people have the same problem. There have never been an over-the-air update or anything in 2 years. But now, finally it's happening. Another thing, so if you had an ID that had a problem and they thought, hey, with a software update we could fix it, you got this update already. So cars that were not working perfectly got at the workshop 5.4, 5.2 and maybe even 5.6 already. Those cars have been updated just to fix the problem that they had. But it wasn't a full campaign where every car that has 4.0 got the update. But now it's happening. And how is it happening? If you have a car with 4.0 or higher, but not 5.0, you have to go to the workshop. You have to go to a Volkswagen dealer and they will install it. Not an over-the-air update. That's very sad and also not great for Volkswagen because they have to pay for it. The car will be in the workshop for a day, 8 hours around that, and they will update the software to 5.63. What the update includes, we're gonna get later. If you have a car 5.0 and above, you will get an over-the-air update to the 5.6, which is just awesome. When the over-the-air update starts and how it's going to work, so with waves, and so that means that in the beginning just a few cars get an update, they look how it's all working, and then a bit more. I don't know exactly. I just know the biggest thing is for older cars with 4.0, you can make your appointment at your local dealer, call them up and say, hey, I want 5.6, install that update, I want that. And I did that already. So next Monday, my ID.7, it will be at the workshop from Wednesday on, but other things as well, because it's 2 years old. It also gets its service. After 2 years needs its service, and I had a few scratches. They're gonna repair a few scratches. So next Monday, what is that? December 8th, it will get its update, and then I get 5.63. It will show in the car 5.6. It doesn't say the last things, but awesome. I'm very excited about that. So if you have 5.0 and above, like I said, with the over-the-air update, you have to wait. And Volkswagen typical, which is a bit sad, you don't get a notification in the car that the update is loading because it's gonna take a while. It only will download the update with the mobile connection of the car. You cannot connect it to Wi-Fi that it's faster. It's only downloading the update when the car is on. So if it's parked, it's not downloading the update. So if this, and you don't see again in the that it's doing this in the background. When it has finished the download, then you get a message, there's an update available. Next time you want to install this update, put the car somewhere where you can park it for a while. You say update, get out of the car, lock it, and then it will do the whole update. And it's very possible, if you have 5.0 and above, like I said, to get those over-the-air update, that maybe, I don't know exactly, maybe there will be even a message in the app, or that you see a bit more. Sadly, I won't be able to see that because I'm going to 4.0 to 5.6 already. There's nothing in between, but it would be awesome. But no, that's not happening. So that's a bit problematic, that it doesn't give you a message, hey, I want to download the update, and they're like, oh, I want this update, let's drive around, or just have the car on or something. Sadly, that's not working. I think they're working on that in the app you can see, hey, there's an update available, I want to download and stuff like this, but right now I don't think this is available. But let's get through what the update includes. So if you have 4.0, the next step was to 5.0, and I made an extra video about it because I had a Volkswagen ID.7 Pro with 5.0 a year ago, I think. This is how long it was already. Long ago. And like I said, what you get in the app is the lock unlock button, so you don't only see that you can lock and unlock, you can also press do it from the app. It takes a while, doesn't work instantly, so it does the locking and unlocking instantly, but till you get the feedback that it worked, it takes a bit, because the car is communicating to the server is communicating to the phone, and it takes a bit, which is sad. You also get a bit of an update on your head-up display, what it looks like. Also infotainment screen, there's a few different things. The seasonal screens look a bit different. That means that if it's Halloween, Christmas or so, you get a bit different design. 4.0 didn't have that. Also, the remote parking assist is then available with 5.0. So if you have Park Assist Plus and the car parks itself or has memory parking, you can do that with an extra app on your phone, which is called Volkswagen Park Assist. You can do that remotely via a Bluetooth connection to your phone, and you can be outside of the car and park it. I also did a video about that, so you can check that out, how that works. Like I said, head-up display has a bit of a different design, looks a bit different. The beginning screen, the Volkswagen logo that's in there is a bit different, and also the lines for lane assist, travel assist, and so look a bit different, a bit more sleek, I would say. Infotainment system has been updated for a few functions that are different, and it also a lot of bug fixes have been implemented, and that's this. If you have 5.0 and you want to know how it is to go to 5.4, for example, there only been a few changes. Number one is the travel assist has been updated. It's the newest version, but not the version that has been shown on a few videos already, where it stops at a light, for example, a stop sign and something like this. This is for future cars. But the travel assist itself, how it steers and stuff, has been updated. Head-up display got another update. So for example, if you go to the head-up display settings, it will show an animation what it can do. And I also made a video about that with the Volkswagen ID.5 Pro that I had, just the newest version of. And when you are too close to the car in front of you, you get an exclamation mark and stuff like this. Please keep your distance. I don't know how I know that. And by the way, if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I have a third YouTube channel, Behind the Battery, where I started vlogging. Every few days there's a video about the car that I have to test if there's something going on. Or right now that Hank, my ID.7, soon has to be returned to leasing because I can't extend my leasing, which I wanted to do. So I'm a bit in a pickle right now. Also, what's new is new battery care. Battery care 2.0, I think they call it. And this includes that depending on the temperature and the battery and everything, that sometimes where you want to charge to 100% and then you're done, it goes back automatically to 80%, that you don't charge by mistake to 100% again. In some occasions it would only go back to 90% and not to 80%. That's the whole thing that it does, which is great. And I think that's it from 5.0 to 5.4, and from 5.4 to 5.6 there's nothing that you notice. It's everything is in the background under the hood, bug fixes and other stuff, how the car reports and stuff like this, but it's nothing to do with you. And 5.6, I had 5.4 right now. A friend of mine got an ID bus delivered that has 5.6 on it, looks great, and I can't wait to have this on my ID.7 as well, and hopefully you too soon. So contact your dealer and say, hey, I want that update, come on. I don't know if it's normal that you will get a loaner and it is an electric loaner. No idea how Volkswagen is handling this in different markets. Just ask, just say, can I have a loaner? Do you have an electric car? And if they are like, hey, it costs something, then you're like, hey, an update that should be over the air update, and now I have to get a car and I have to pay for it. That's a bit weird, and then maybe Volkswagen reimburses you afterwards and stuff like this. I had that already with my ID.3 back in the day, something like this. But always ask, and then ask Volkswagen what's going on. Why do I have to pay? Why is this not just an over-the-air update? Something like this. You shouldn't pay for the loaner. That would be a bit mean, because they say the car or update can be updated via over-the-air, which means that it's just in the garage overnight and does the update. You don't need to bring it somewhere, get somehow home and pick it up the next day or in the evening. It's just, I think that there must be a solution for that you don't have to pay for a loaner and stuff like this. But excited to get the update finally. Sadly, again, it's not an over-the-air update. Would have been amazing, but it's not. Yeah, you can't have everything. I don't know the reason for that, if there's a problem with 4.0 with over-the-air, or that they're just want to be sure that everything works, that there's no problem with 3.8 or 3.7. They had a bit of a problem with the update in the date, or 3.2, I can't remember, and they don't want to do that. For the people with the old hardware and 3.2, 3.5 or 3.7, I think 3.8 is the newest. If you have that, I'm sorry, there hasn't been any development for a gigantic update for you where you would get battery preheating or something. I haven't heard anything about that. And if this is even possible, that you have still a nice working car just for this one little feature, I don't know. But for us with the new hardware, we're a bit more lucky. We can still be updated. We're still in the new category. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, and if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the description below. And here on YouTube, there's also channel membership. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.